Hello students and Grace. This video is to show you the software that you need to use your USB cable to download photos from your Nikon to your desktop. This program, I will send you a link, is called View NXI. It's a Nikon software to help you download. Make sure you click Mac OS if that's what you have. Scroll down, accept the agreement. Make sure that you've clicked USA and Latin America, and then hit download. Hopefully you'll be able to download this onto whatever your device you're using. If you're having troubles with that, let me know. Then you're going to open this up. This is an installer, so this isn't actually the software yet. This is just a program that helps you install. So click on that, double click, open, and then install. I'm not going to show you this next step because I've already installed it, but you would just click install and then let it download. And you'd have to usually scroll through and say yes or continue several times. Sometimes you need a password if you have a password protected device, but probably not. Okay, so now it's installed. And it's going to close. So now, well, where do I find this? How do I continue? I like to go up to the magnifying glass. This program is actually called Nikon Transfer 2. So just know that. So you don't want to go back to View NXI because that is the installer. You want to actually go to a program called Nikon Transfer 2, and this is going to open up. You're not going to see anything at first because your camera is turned off. So you always want to make sure to plug in your USB ports before you turn your camera on. So now my ports are plugged in, my software is open, I'm going to turn my camera on, and now all of a sudden I see my photos. You can click the ones you don't want, uncheck them, and you can download the ones you want. Click Start Transfer, and then it's going to open up a new window. It takes a second. Oh, okay. So I've already transferred these over, and this is telling me there were no files to transfer because the preference of transfer new files only was set. So that is something that's good to know. So what I need to do possibly is change that setting, or I could very quickly turn my camera off and take a few more pictures, which is what I'm going to do because then this is faster. Okay, so now I'm going to plug my camera back in, turn it back on, and I'm going to open this program again, and now it's down on the dock. So now I have these 3 new photos, so it's going to transfer now because they're new. Okay, so it's going to open up in a new window. It takes a second to open. There it is. And this window looks a lot like Adobe Bridge or Adobe Lightroom. It is designed to help you organize your photos over here in the folders here. It also will show you information about your shots, which is really cool. So this one tells me that this picture was taken with an ISO of 800 at 1/80th of a second with an f-stop of 5.6, and my lens millimeter was 26. And all of the information really that's on your LCD panel, for the most part, should be on here, which is really cool. You need to look back. So how do I get these photos onto my desktop? How do I work with them? So the first thing you're going to notice is that they're in a new folder. This is the Nikon transfer folder. This is that software program we're in, and it creates just a random number here. So what I like to do is rename it. So I usually put the date. That really helps me later. 20, let's say water bottle. Try to choose something descriptive, and so that later on you can figure out what's what. So how do I get these onto my desktop? A couple ways. You could take the entire folder and drag it to your desktop, dump it in there, and all of a sudden now it's up here. And I have these water bottle photos up here. Or I could go back to this there it is. and I can just click and drag the photo to my desktop. If I want to edit it in a different program, I can do that. Okay, so it's a good idea to keep your photos organized. I absolutely do not recommend you storing your photos on your desktop. That will slow your computer down. I recommend that you select only the ones that you think you might want to save or edit. Keep your folders organized. I would dump them onto your desktop first, and then I would download them to your Google Drive storage in the cloud and organize them there, and then take them off your desktop. That's the best way to store your photos and work with them. Now, when they're in Drive, you have to download them again one at a time if you want to work with them in Photoshop or any other photo editing apps. But that is something you can tackle in the future. You will not have enough storage on your desktop or on your computer eventually for all the photos that you've taken. You have to save them in the cloud or on an external hard drive. A lot of photographers recommend that you save them in both places. You have duplicates. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much.